Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, April 2nd. I hope you didn't fall for any April Fool's jokes yesterday. Kind of hard to even remember that it was April Fool's Day. After some announcements, after consulting with elders and board chair Candace, and in line with the state of Ohio recommendations, we have decided to cancel church-related activities through the month of April. That is, the stay-at-home order, shelter-in-place order has been given through the month of April, so we are going to adhere to that and protect one another and ourselves by still doing our worship via Facebook Live. This Sunday will be Palm Sunday, and it'll be at 10:30 a.m. with some pre-music around 10:20, maybe 10:15. I'll start it up so you can get your stuff gathered and get logged in. Thursday, April 9th is Maundy Thursday. We'll have a service on Maundy Thursday evening at 7 p.m. And then Easter morning at 10:30 a.m. We'll have a celebration of Easter. And hopefully we can get many people online for that and have a great Easter morning celebration, even if we're not together in the sanctuary. Our scripture for today is Revelation 21, verses 1 through 5a. And John writes, "Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. And I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, 'See, the home of God is among mortals. He will dwell with them, they will be his peoples. And God himself will be with them. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. Death will be no more. Mourning and crying and pain will be no more, for the first things have passed away.' And the one who was seated on the throne said, 'See, I am making all things new.'" Are you a fix and repair person or a toss and replace person? It's a great question as a conversation starter. I think I'm a bit of a hybrid. I like the challenge of fixing something that is broken, but I do have my limits. I'm pretty good with technical things, computers, tablets, printers, that kind of stuff, but I couldn't repair a car or do major construction on a house. Although I have torn out old plaster and lath and replaced it with drywall. I did that once. That was enough. In his book of Revelation, John talks about a God that makes all things new. We like new things, don't we? A new day, new car. They always smell so good. We like new adventures, new relationships, when we find new friends or perhaps a new partner. We like new food choices. A new restaurant opens up. It's always good to go try something new. We like new years. We like new things. Why do we like new things so much? I think it's because it represents a chance to do something familiar over again and not repeat the same mistakes as we did before. We celebrate each new year with massive parties and music and gatherings. It's a big deal, this clock moving to midnight from December 31st to January 1st. Why is it such a big deal? Because it represents the opportunity to forget the past and the mistakes we made or the circumstances or situations that occurred, and we can move forward resolved to not repeat those same mistakes and hopefully do it right this time. We are certainly learning how to do many things new during this Lenten season. Something as simple as communication. We've learned how to do it in a new way. Online through Zoom meetings, Facebook Live, YouTube videos. We learned to communicate with driveway chats with neighbors, family members, but staying that proper distance away. It's not easy, is it? We want to hug our neighbors or our friends. We want to hug our family, people close to us. But we've learned to do something familiar in a new way. We've learned new ways to shop, new ways to protect ourselves against illness and disease. One of the things that we've learned is how much we took for granted in the past. How many times before our present situation with the coronavirus outbreak did we walk into the store, grab a shopping cart, and go do our shopping, bypassing the cleansing wipes altogether? They were there, we just didn't really pay that much attention to them. Many of us will never shop that way again without first wiping down the cart handles. We like new things because they represent our desire to be our best. We worship a God who every day makes all things new. Even today, God is making us new. We're finding new reasons to care for each other in new ways. God is making us new. Our understanding of relationships, what it means to love one another, how important community is to us. All these are being defined in new and beautiful ways as we do what it takes to flatten the curve and look to the day when life returns to normal. But it will be a beautiful and new normal because it'll offer us the opportunity to do something familiar in new, better ways. John writes once again, "See, the home of God is among mortals. He will dwell with them, they will be his peoples, and God himself will be with them. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. Death will be no more, mourning and crying and pain will be no more, for the first things have passed away." And the one who was seated on the throne said, "See, I am making all things new." Continue to care for each other, for yourselves. Stay safe and healthy, and know you are loved. Have a great Thursday.